Hello again, Fragrance fam. For everyone who's new to the AFI Project Lab, I'm Katie, and I'm so excited y'all are joining me for this how-to. Today I'll be making a multi-wick candles with some bonus wax melts using one of our best-selling and one of my personal favorite fragrances, our version of Volcano Capri Blue by Aztec. If you've been wanting to up your candle game, keep watching to find out how to make your very own multi-wick candles and wax melts. Let's prep these candles before we get to melting down our wax. You'll need a fairly large candle vessel to make a multi-wick candle. I've got these 16-ounce frosted jars here that have a diameter about 4 inches. Any jar smaller than this will do fine with a proper wick, but jars with a diameter of 4 inches or larger really benefit from multiple wicks to support a full burn pool. Because I'll be using 100% soy wax, which is GW464 if you're curious, 2 pre-tab braided Eco 8 wicks will be enough to burn through the candles properly. When making multi-wick candles, it's especially important to look over your supplier's wick guide. Doing so prevents tunneling or too large of a flame. Adhere your wicks using sticker tabs about 1 inch apart from each other. When using multiple wicks, try to keep them evenly spaced out away from each other in the walls of the vessel like this. With the jars all ready to go, we can move on to the wax. You'll need a fair bit of wax for large candles like this, so I whipped out my melting pot to get the job done quickly and easily. These jars have 16-ounce capacity, but because the wax is less dense than water, make sure that you do a quick calculation to determine how much wax you'll need to melt down. Simply multiply the jar capacity by 0.8 and you'll know exactly how much wax to melt. In my case, I need 12.8 ounces of wax for each candle for a total of 25.6 ounces of GW464. But that's just for my candles. Also, I want to pair these with some matching wax melts in some small clamshell molds. So I topped off my wax with an extra 4 ounces of GW464 to fill those up. By adding just a couple more ounces of wax, you can easily scale up your production and add wax melts to your line to appeal to more customers. Let's get it all melted down. Alright, that's taken care of, so it's time for arguably the best part of any candle making session. We've touched on it in previous videos, but you can get the most out of your candle's hot and cold throws by adding the fragrance in at the right temperature. 185 degrees is a good point to add it in, so grab your thermometer and take a quick temperature check. Well, it looks like I'm right around that range, so it's time to add in our Volcano fragrance oil. I will never get over how fresh and luxurious it smells. I have it all pre-measured out in here, so I'm going to go ahead and dump it in. Stir the fragrance in thoroughly. I like to stir it for at least a minute or 2. As you stir, check the temperature again to see if the wax is cool enough to pour. The best pour temperature varies based on your wax, and mine turned out to be 165 degrees. Start with the candle jars and then move on to the clamshell molds to allow for the wax to cool a little bit more so it doesn't warp the plastic packaging. With all of my jars and clamshells poured up, all we have to do now is wait. The benefit of making candles and wax melts in one big batch is that you get consistent results between both product types. I'll be back in a couple of hours when these have cooled down to show you the results. So here's my lineup of candles and wax melts. They're pretty, right? The look of the frosted white jars and the crisp white wax pairs perfectly with our version of Aztec's Volcano Capri Blue. Close up the clamshell molds and give the candle wicks a trim down to 1/4 of an inch to finish them up. After a good week of curing, they'll be ready to enjoy. I hope this video inspired you to mix things up a little bit and add multi-wick candles and wax melts to your product line. If you want to learn more about candles, fragrances, and more, meet me on over at fragranceuniversity.com for hours of free educational videos. To get access to weekly 10% off discounts on some of our best-selling fragrances, check out the web store and sign up for our newsletter. You might just find your new favorite scent. Before you head out, subscribe to join the Fragrance fam and we'll have more tutorials coming your way in no time. As always, thanks so much for watching our video and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!